Advaita Vedanta perspective is the suffering is not ultimately real. It's not denying that we are experiencing suffering, but it's more like a nightmare. In nightmare, you do suffer. It can be quite suffocating, it can be, and then you wake up out of it, gasping and scared and your heart pounding, and then you realize, oh, it was just a bad dream. Now, how did that help that suffering? The suffering was there, but the recognition of the falsity of those circumstances freed you from that suffering. In Sanskrit, mithyatva nishchaya, that this world is an appearance in consciousness. You as consciousness are safe. You as pure being are safe. Ultimately, it's okay. Not you as that individual person. See, here's the thing. People say that, oh, so if I'm spiritual, then I'll be saved from suffering. That's your promise? Yes. But how? And there's a person who was going to undergo an operation, a serious operation, goes to the Swami. Swami, bless me. If I have this operation coming up, and the Swami said, pray to God, you'll be fine. And this man said, okay, so if I pray to God, I won't die? The Swami said, no, that's not what I mean. Even if you die, you'll be fine. And he means it in absolute seriousness. You as Atman or Brahman, the body has died so many times. We've had so many bodies which have come and go. In our real nature is Atman and Brahman, which is absolutely clear here, evident here. There is no problem at all from that perspective. From the body's perspective, there's always a problem. There's always the sickness and pain and inevitable death. So that's how it takes you beyond suffering. All right. Now, look it up, that book, if you want multiple answers, how people have thought about this problem of evil throughout the centuries, millennia. Problem of evil in Indian thought, Arthur Herman. One thing I would like to mention before I go ahead, what's the real response? Whether it's Advaita or any other form of Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, whatever, or an atheist. What's the first line of response? We always say in New York, first responder. The first response is to help. I was looking at the annual report of the Ramakrishna Math and Mission, our organization, parent organization in India. When I looked at that, I thought this is the answer to the question, what is the response of Vedanta to the problem of evil? The response of Vedanta to the problem of evil, the first response, the first responder is the thousands of dispensaries, hospitals, schools, colleges, the relief activities, going and standing next to a person who is suffering from famine or flood or earthquake or fire, and extending a helping hand to feed the hungry, to provide medical treatment to the sick, to provide treatment to the sick, medical help to the sick, to teach, to provide education to the illiterate. Vivekananda said, my God the poor, my God the sick, my God the starving, my God the wicked. So I am going to worship God in these ways, to feed the hungry man, to clothe the person without clothes, to give education to the one who has no opportunity for education, to give medicines to the sick person. That's the first response to the problem of evil. Then the philosophical response comes later. Why shouldn't that be enough? That will not be enough because you'll never ever solve anything deeply that way.